What's up, everybody? In this video I'm going to share a couple of Marvel collectibles with you, and I do want to start off with the latest Marvel Collector Core box, and this of course is focusing on Wolverine. I think I got the order mixed up. I thought it was going to be that We Are Groot box next, which is one I really wanted to skip, but I think it was too late for me to skip it. But yeah, we got the Wolverine one here, and I do want to go ahead and crack this open. Let me turn it around here. So inside we do have this pin. I think this looks very similar to a pin they've done before. Actually, I have it near me right now. Well, no, it's different. Okay, so they did do this previous pin. Pretty sure that was from the Marvel Collector Core. But yeah, this one here, you know, you actually get to see the claws crossed up there. So I actually do like this one more. That is pretty cool there. And I got a lot of pins just kind of sitting around I need to eventually find a spot for. We do have this decal as well of Old Man Logan, which that is pretty cool as well there. And I may put that on a binder at some point. Okay, so this is the advertisement there for the We Are Groot box. That's the one that's on the way. Like I said, this one I was hoping to skip it, but I think I'm kind of stuck with that one now. Not sure what I'm going to do with those items. Maybe I'll just straight up give that away. I'm not even 100% sure right now. There are some details here about the Wolverine box. I'm not going to read that off though. I just want to get to the rest of the items here. So we got a t-shirt, which I always appreciate these t-shirts. I do end up keeping and wearing the majority of them. Let's go ahead and get this one opened here. So the t-shirt of course is black, which I appreciate. I tend to wear a lot of black t-shirts. You get the full Wolverine there with the claws out, the very angry expression. Got his name over there with the classic styling. And I didn't realize at first it has this text here, I'm the best at what I do. So really do like this t-shirt. This one will definitely get worn in the very near future. Might even wear it this weekend because I might get out and do some pop hunting this weekend. Definitely intend to check out the two Marshalls in my area. If you've been following you know, some Funko information online, then you know why people should be checking out Marshalls to see what they have going on. Then of course we do have the two Funko Pops, and I always tell people, you know, when it comes to the Marvel Collector Core, even if I'm not a big fan of the items, I think the value is there with the t-shirt and then the two pops, which are pretty standard in these boxes at this point. And then you do get the other small items as well. Okay, so here we have the brown and yellow suit Wolverine, which I gotta be honest, I'm more of a fan of this color scheme for Wolverine. I think it just looks better. Maybe a little bit more, I guess, realistic in a way. You know, it's still, of course, very comic book, but yeah, I've always liked the brown and yellow a little bit more. So that is a very cool pop there. I might get this out of box. I don't know. We'll see in a moment here. But yeah, I really do like the look of that. The Marvel Collector Core sticker is kind of big there. It's almost absurd how much of the pop it is blocking there. So maybe I will get this out towards the end of the video. And then the other pop here is one that I was kind of wondering where it went to, because this one, you see, this is the Wolverine Fatal Attractions, where Magneto was basically like ripping the adamantium out of his body. So this one here is actually on the back of this box. It was revealed the same time as these common figures here. So yeah, I was kind of wondering what had happened with it. I wonder if it was originally intended to actually be a Marvel Collector Core exclusive, or if that's something that Funko decided later on. But regardless, this is a very cool looking figure here. I really do like the sort of comic book coloring that they have there with the hair. That looks pretty awesome. So yeah, this one, we might take a closer look at this as well in a moment, but I'm just going to sit these aside for right now. So overall, this Wolverine box, I think Funko did a great job with it. I feel like they did a Marvel Collector Core box that just focused on Wolverine, or maybe it was the X-Men years ago, but that one, I'm pretty sure that's the one that had Wolverine on the motorcycle. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I think that's what they ended up doing. But yeah, let's keep it moving here. I do have some other Marvel related figures I want to share with you all. As a matter of fact, I'll go to another Wolverine item. I got this one from Funko.com. So we have here Wolverine and Sabretooth. Of course, a very classic pairing, you know, very classic rivals there. And I keep forgetting what their relation is. Are they like stepbrothers? I want to say they're stepbrothers. Again, that's something else somebody can clear up for me if I'm wrong about that. But yeah, I think these are both great designs for them. This is where I think the yellow and blue actually does work pretty well. I think that does look good. And this is a really good looking Sabretooth mold there. This one I am going to keep these figures in the box right now. Sometimes it's a little bit aggravating taking two figures in and out of boxes like this, but yeah, really nice designs. I think you can see them pretty well. Of course, the Funko.com exclusive sticker is not too large, not taking up too much space there. Well, there is a little crack in the plastic. That does happen sometimes, but not a big deal to me. I'm keeping this in my collection. There's another look at the figures there on the back, and of course the 3 common figures, and then the Wolverine Fatal Attractions, which I just got here. So very happy with this 2-pack there. I really do like the look of that pairing. Next up here, this is also from Funko.com. We have the Diamond Lady Pool, and there's some of you can tell probably I'm not a big fan of like when this factory dust is on the boxes. I always try to get that off of there quickly. But yeah, Lady Pool, we have here the diamond variant. And this one I might take out because, of course, with it being diamond, you know, they look pretty good, and the lights. And I decided to go with this one instead of the common one. There's what the common one looks like. It just has these figures here on the back from Deadpool and Wolverine, which I'm not going for any of those for my collection. Very interested to see, though, what other pops we eventually get based on the movie. Hopefully, you know, some of those awesome cameos will be done as Funko Pops in the future. And of course, you know, they had to keep details about the movie under wraps, so it could take a good while, you know, for us to see some more figures based on the movie. But I am very much looking forward to them. I actually saw Deadpool and Wolverine twice in the theater, and I will check it out again, of course, when it comes to streaming. Next one here, this is one from Entertainment Earth. I'm not sure if this is still available or not, but I did decide to add it to my collection. So we have here Tony Stark, and he's basically suiting up. It says Infinity Saga, but this one is in particular based on, I believe, the 3rd movie, if I'm not mistaken, the 3rd Iron Man, which I know some people are not super crazy about that movie. I liked it more than the 2nd one. I really was not a big fan of Iron Man 2. Iron Man 3, even though it's divisive, I know it has divisive elements to it, I enjoyed it overall because it felt like a Tony Stark story. You know, like it just, I think, dug into the character a little bit more than maybe the 2nd movie did, even more than the 1st, honestly. It does say glow in the dark. I think it's just the arc reactor that glows, so kind of a pointless glow feature in a way, but maybe I will check that out at the end of this video. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Tony Stark. You know, I had to go for this one. As far as RDJ making his return to the MCU as Doctor Doom, right now it feels very gimmicky to me. I don't know how that's going to work out. You know, I'm going to try to hold off and wait to see how, you know, everything pans out before I completely make up my mind about that. But that's all I can say about it right now. It feels like a gimmick. Maybe they'll make it work. You know, we'll see in the long run. One more item here that I know I'm not going to unbox right now. I might unbox this later on when I put it into my collection. But this is actually a Marvel Legends figure, which I don't get these too often, especially since they changed their packaging to where you can't really display a lot of the figures in box anymore because they don't have the window anymore, which I think is better for the environment. So I definitely understand that, but it just makes them less appealing to me personally. Let me know how you feel about that. But we do have here the Marvel Legends series, and this is saying, you know, celebrating 85 years. We have this Ghost Rider here, which when I saw this one really did jump out at me. And I actually do have a shelf devoted to Ghost Rider figures. And if you follow the channel long enough, you know that I don't just collect Funko. Some people tend to say that about me, but no, I do collect different types of things. But it is majority Funko, but every once in a while I will get something else that catches my eye, and this really caught my eye. And the main reason why is because of the way that he does look when he's actually displayed on the bike. I think that's very awesome looking, and I've always liked that style too. The front of the motorcycle there, the way that's designed, that is very cool. Even check out the way that it can be displayed like that. That is pretty cool. So that's why they have that other flame effect in there. But yeah, I definitely want to get this out and try to set it up properly within my collection. Maybe at some point, if I get that right, I'll share a picture on social media or something like that. But like I said, I'm not going to open this up right now, but I do think this is a really cool looking figure. And of course, you see it's not exclusive anywhere, so this one would be easy to track down if you're interested in it. And yeah, I've always liked the design of Ghost Rider. There's so many different designs of him, and there's different characters that have taken on the role of Ghost Rider as well, which is pretty cool. Like there's the Doctor Strange Ghost Rider. There's also the Black Panther Ghost Rider. So there have been some really interesting, you know, variants of the character. And definitely let me know what you think about this item here. Is this something that you would go for if you are a Ghost Rider fan? I am trying to be careful with this figure here because it's not really perfectly on this stand. The peg probably could have been a little bit tighter for the hole on the bottom of his foot there, and then this foot is not really flush with the base there, but you know, it still works overall though. And like I said, really like the look of the brown and yellow suit there. Of course, we got the bobblehead going on there with, you know, the Marvel figures, and it does have a little bit of that comic style shading going on as well. So yeah, overall pretty happy with the look of this figure. This is one I'm definitely going to put back in the box though, because like I said, it's not perfectly on this base there. I could see this one ending up tilting over eventually. Even as I was trying to get it on the base, it wanted to kind of fall over, so I got to be careful with that one. Okay, then we got here the Wolverine Fatal Attractions, and yeah, up close now you can see the twisting of the adamantium and everything. I like even the way that the claws are kind of coming apart. That's really nice detailing. And you see that it's not just like a paint app. They actually do have like the adamantium sculpted and coming out of him on his torso and also on his legs there. Even on his back, you know, has it a little bit there. Of course, the very hairy arms, of course, which is true for the character. And really do like the shading there, the blue in their hair. So this is a great looking pop. Really happy with this one. It doesn't have a base. I don't think it really needs it. It did fall over a couple times when I was taking it out of the box, but I think that's just because this table is not really perfectly flat. But yeah, that is a very cool figure. I don't know if it's actually true to a specific comic panel, but it does call back to, like I said, that altercation with Magneto. Then we have here Ladypool, diamond variant. And I'm not always big on diamond figures. I just get them for, you know, like rare occasions if I think it stands out more than the common figure does. And in this case, I think it does work overall. Yeah, sometimes with the glitter, Funko used to be a little bit sloppy. Like you'd have like in the past, there would have been like maybe some glitter that got into the hair sculpt and things like that. This one overall seems pretty clean. The glitter doesn't look too chunky in any specific area. And they even do have the glitter there on the swords as well. So that's nice detailing. So yeah, pretty happy with this one here. And like I said, I'm just going to hold off and wait and see what else is done with Deadpool and Wolverine. Looking forward to seeing what is done with that. And then we have here Tony Stark suiting up. And I just realized they even have this piece here like that's flying to his leg. You see that they had a little piece of plastic there. And it's on his arm as well. They got that like the pieces are still flying in. So that's nice detailing there. And yeah, like I said, I'm a fan of Iron Man 3. I know it was very divisive, but sometimes I think divisive movies can kind of stick with me more than movies that are just crowd pleasing. Like the first Avengers movie, obviously there's a lot to like about it, but I've rarely gone back to rewatch that movie because I just feel like it kind of delivered for the most part what was expected. Whereas Iron Man 3, there were some risks taken there. I'm not saying they all worked out perfectly, but I think there were some risks taken, so it just sticks with me more than some other movies do. And I will try to show you all the glow if I can. Like I said, not much glow to this, but just as an outro, I'll try to show you that glow real quick. But yeah, like let me know what you think about this haul here. What do you think about these particular figures? Are you adding any of these into your collection? Do remember with the Marvel Collector Core, if you don't want to have a subscription running, or if you don't want to get a box right away, after a couple of months, sometimes they will have the boxes for sale individually, and the price is different. I can't remember if it's a little more or a little less. I can't remember which way that goes. I think it's a little more initially, but then some boxes do eventually go on sale. So if you didn't get that one right away, you're interested in it, you can catch up to it at some point. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this haul here. Eventually I will get that Ghost Rider out and set that up and everything. But again, let me know what you think about these figures. Thank you all so much for taking the time to check this out. If you have any new Marvel figures in your own collection, or even statues, let me know what you've picked up recently. Again, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you all again real soon.